Hey guys. So so Team Bump and Dump's back after a bye week. We're gonna be facing off against Crystal Beach Whimsies, piloted by Chris. Uh, when I practiced with Matt this week, um, his Mega Charizard Y has a very good matchup against my team, just in general, because it's just like fast and it hits really hard. Um, my team kind of has trouble outspeeding it, so that was a big threat. Chris actually hasn't declared his Mega for this week. I'm honestly just assuming that it's going to be Mega Charizard Y, because like Mega Latias is only mediocre at best. He'll still probably ring like normal Latias. Um, one good thing about this is that he has a lot of water types. Mind you, that where is it? Seismitoad is water ground, but I mean Charizard is also flying. Tornadus is also flying. Um, he's got some electric weaknesses in there that hopefully this week I can try to somewhat take advantage of. Um, I guess I should just get right into my team. So Ring Ding Ding is going to be returning against Chris. Um, with a different set this time. Um, see, Ring Ding Ding naturally outspeeds Mega Charizard Y. So I gave Delphox a Life Orb instead. Um, and obviously I'm packing it with Hidden Power Rock specifically to deal with Mega Charizard. I think it's like a 50% chance to one hit kill. Oh, excuse me. Um, if it doesn't already take Stealth Rock damage or any other damage otherwise, anyways. Um, however tempting it may be, I need to keep this back specifically for Mega Charizard. Otherwise, this thing is going to pretty well wreck my team. I need to play a little more conservatively with Delphox than I normally would. That's really all. Other than that, I think it's the same EVs that I would run, well, except for the 4 HP. It's the same EVs I would run if I was to run a Choice Scarf set, with similar moves. The only difference being like a hidden power for coverage, specifically because I need to hit Mega Charizard hard. Rather than that, just Psychic Fire Blast for stabs. Shadow Ball, gonna be hitting Latias. Can hit Cofagrigus. There might be a chance that Psychic would just do more damage anyways. I'm not entirely sure. Um, regardless, next up is physically defensive Rotom Wash. Um, again, like I've said before, consistency is the key thing here. Just know what you're good. Just know what you play with well, and just you can use it to the best of its ability. And this is the set that um, it very clearly is the set that works best for Rotom Wash, or I have found it works best for Rotom Wash. Volt Switch for keeping momentum, plus it'll deal super effective damage to everything that I mentioned before. Hydro Pump for the big damage output, um, hits Mamoswine super effectively. Um, I will need to watch out for his Seismitoad having Water Absorb, because that's annoying. Will-O-Wisp to cripple physical attackers. Again, Mamoswine is another good target. Tornadus T can be a good target. Sometimes he's mixed. Sometimes he's physical. Sometimes he's special. It's kind of a wild card. And then Protect, obviously. Scout for any choice attackers. I don't know if he'll bring any choice attackers. It's a long shot that he'll bring a choice Manectric, but it is an option. Plus for passive leftovers recovery or even burn damage, it's just good. This time we're gonna bring again a physically defensive. One more thing I should mention. This Rotom Wash was specifically made to deal with Mamoswine. But last time I played against Chris, he brought a Mamoswine that was specifically meant to deal with Rotom Wash. It had Freeze Dry, so I don't know if he'll do that again. It'll be interesting. While this is like the main answer to it, I need to be a little cautious when I'm up against his Mamoswine, just in case. Um, so next I have physically defensive Cresselia, which currently I'm on the fence about. Um, I might switch him to specially defensive because it it's one of my team's better checks to Mega Charizard. And to be honest, all the other things like Mamoswine can be easily checked by Rotom Wash, assuming that he doesn't bring the freeze dry thing again. Um, I mean, I don't know. I'm on the fence right now. Currently, it's physically defensive. Okay, the main reason it's physically defensive is because it's a calm mindset. So, giving him as much investment into physical defense as possible is obviously the way to go with a calm mindset on any Pokemon. Um, or I guess any bulky calm mindset. Um, so again, we're trying this just to change it up instead of like the normal passive, the normal passive thing. Like Toxic's okay, but it didn't really work well. It didn't work all that well last time, especially considering that now he has Empoleon, which likes to eat up Toxic. And also, I didn't really want to put in Thunderwave because, when I practiced with Matt, he brought Limber, Hitmonlee every time. Whether Chris does that or not, I don't know. But I mean, uh, even Hitmonlee is not that great of an like Cresselia is not that great against Hitmonlee, only because it's faster and Hitmonlee gets knockoff. Um, so I don't know. Currently, and then obviously like your main, your two main outputs of damage, Psychic for stab, and then I picked Moonblast to hit Latias. I might switch it to Ice Beam, actually, because that way that hits both Latias and Tornadus T and Whimsicott. Actually, yeah, okay. I'll switch that now. You'll see the rest of my team up top. But if you don't want to and just wait, that's fine. Let's switch that to Ice Beam and I'll. I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? Screw it. I think it's a better move. And we want Calm Nature. All right. Save. Okay, so now we're running specially defensive Cresselia. Actually, now that I think about it, I want that. If it's gonna be like that, I want those 8 EVs into there, I think. No, I give it a little bit of extra bulk. Screw it. That stays the same. Okay, so now we're running specially defensive Cresselia. It provides a better check. It provides a better check to both Mega Latias both Latias and Mega Charizard Y. Can be a better check to Tornadus. Is definitely a better check to Empoleon. I don't know why I didn't realize Ice Beam had better coverage against this team than Moonblast did. But I guess live and learn. Anyways, so next mon up is Big Beetle. Small change of this time. Obviously, I'm running the bulky set again because of the speed issues that we had before. The only difference this time is that instead of Bullet Seed, I'm running Substitute, which is somewhat risky, only because Bullet Seed, Okos, Seismitoad, and Caracosta. Well, I think close combat will Oko Caracosta anyways, barring a Sash. But every time I've used Substitute, pretty well all you have to it's just good because then Heracross gets another. It essentially buys him another turn if say Mega Charizard is carrying Air Slash or or even if Tornadus has like Hurricane or something like that. Um, it's just essentially all you need to do is like he kind of acts as a revenge killer, I guess. I'm gonna need to pause. Uh, Sorry about that. I'll edit that out later. Um, so right, substitute. Um, it kind of lets Mega Heracross act as a revenge killer, I guess. Um, like because if one of my mons dies, I throw him in. As long as this is something, as long as I throw this into something that it threatens, I force him to switch out, and then I make a substitute, and then I basically get another free attack. Um, it's just a way, um, especially on a team like this, which is I would say closer to stall, especially if he brings both Whimsicott and Latias. Substitute's just better in this match. It's just something I'm gonna try. I think it'll be worth. Next is my newest pickup, Latifa, my Nidoqueen. I was originally gonna have her be a Life Orb attacker and just go all out on the special attack, but I changed my mind really at the last minute. And well, okay, I changed my mind because originally instead of Delphox I had Heatran, especially defensive Heatran, but Mega Charizard still walks all over that. Um, so the point of this Nidoqueen is obviously rocks, um, passive passive recovery. I elected not to use Roar. I don't really like it, to be honest. Um, so instead, I just gave it like the best coverage possible. Oh, excuse me. Thunderbolt again for all the water and flying types that he has. Sludge Wave for like this thing is mostly meant to wall Whimsicott if he brings it, because he can't Thunder Wave or Toxic this, and Moonblast will deal minimal damage. And then Sludge Wave will just destroy this, and then I'll get just free damage off of something else. And then Earth Power, it's another stab. Like it's an okay choice. The only problem is he does have three flying, like two flying types and a levitate person. Um, but it's just in case he does ring the Manectric, and I guess like in a worst case scenario, it can hit Caracross super effectively. And then the last mod I'm bringing is Trixie Hobbitses, the usual thing that I do with them. Um, if need be, like Thunder Wave is just good. I know it's a little scummy, but like I would more use it for like just trying to get better, like just for speed control, I guess. Um, as opposed to hoping for like a turn of fully paralyzed. Um, and then just the usual stuff that you would find on a live card like this, like knockoff because you always want a Pokemon that has knockoff. Um, U-turn to keep momentum, and Sucker Punch for priority / revenge killing. And then just normal EV spread. Um, so if anything from this match will tell me, next season I'm definitely gonna need to rethink the speed of my team. I don't have very many fast mons, to be honest. I more try to rely on my mon's tanking abilities. But yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. Um, we're gonna give it a shot on for our battle this week. Um, if I do end up changing anything else on this team before the start of the battle, I'll let you all know in the battle video. So I'll see you then.